I don't. The idea of fans. I guess maybe I'm not at that point, but I just don't like indulging that idea. Yeah, it feels dehumanizing. And I feel like so many people are here just watching someone and connecting. So the cool thing about Will, but also like the challenging thing about him is that he's not like a hip hop artist where you can just make a super hyper conceptual video because it's just not his context.
Yeah.
So it needs to be something concept, but not too heavy concept that it's an ASAP Rocky video where find an artist that you want to connect with and find a way to build things. You know what I mean? That's how I feel my relationship with all of my friends are, you know? Like all of us were like, okay, cool. I want to do this. You want to do this. How do we build? Like,
welcome to the welcome to the welcome to the welcome to the welcome to welcome to the welcome to the welcome to the welcome to Posties, welcome to Posties.
hey, podcast. Is this not a copy? Is this not a copyright infringement?
I don't know if we're reading the notes.
Exactly like
melodies. Love the melodies. Welcome to this episode of the Posties podcast. You know the vibes.
You know the freaking vibes.
How you doing?
Bro, I'm good. I want to say hello to the Posties family, guys. I want to say, how are you guys doing on this family meeting, this Monday, this 6 p.m.?
Enjoying.
You know what, guys? We said bring him back.
Enjoying.
You know what? He was the second guy to say, you know what, I'm going to hop on this small podcast and do these guys a favor and bless them with some cinematography knowledge, some visionary stuff. Alex, please reintroduce.
Come on, look at us now. Look at us now. You know the vibes already. It's your boy, Abo. If you didn't know, come on, unsubscribe already. I'm joking. But it's 2 episodes in already. The boy decided to visit us one more time. You already know what it is. We got your boy back with us in the studio.
Vibes.
Tell you guys what's been happening in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Catch up with the Posties family.
Family meeting. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have subscribed. I hope you're going to comment. Put on those post notifications and tell your mama, tell your friends about it. Go tell your friends about it.
Your copyright all.
Bro, can they copyright me singing a song, bro?
I don't know, and I think we're gonna find out.
Demonetized.
YouTube, please forgive us.
YouTube, please, man.
Sheesh.
We're just joking, JK.
When do we even start the catch up?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Good.
been a while.
Man. It's been a long time. It's nice to be in Cape Town
Yes, sir.
for no work, you know, out here with some friends.
Facts.
Finally,
Friends
First
and
time
stuff,
back in a long time.
Yeah. This first, I think years actually. I'm usually
no
here
work, guys.
on purpose.
On purpose. Yeah. It's not a slow season.
Bro,
I was like, what are you talking about?
Down, bro.
Why would you say it now? You know, people just recut and say, Abo's best friends think he's down bad. They just recut the
calling me
script.
broke on the podcast.
Funny enough, bro, do you remember that one time we were roasting Sishi for his haircut on the podcast?
Yeah.
And then niggas were like, yo, in the comments or something, yo, you guys' haircuts aren't even nice. You guys need to stop hating on things. I was like, oh,
But they're fighting. They forgot. They don't know. They're like, leave my goat alone. You're like,
yo,
Careful.
shout out for the views though.
Would you roast the audience? Abo.
audience.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, like, you have a platform like this or your own vlog, you know what I'm saying, and you have an interaction with your audience. You know, where they comment last video and you comment in the current video, you're like, okay, I saw your comments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you're like, shut up.
Like,
shortage.
You with the funny name.
Yeah, ads user 9493 no 5.
Old. Shut up. You're not even old enough.
Fake accounts usually have 45-year-olds. My math teacher finally letting it out. You're like, bro, what's ow, guy. I love my math teacher. The start of Mrs. Beats.
But I think our audiences, they have a sense of humor.
Right.
You know, because they understand that, bro. There's no malice here, bro. I don't wish any bad. I need you here.
And pretty much everyone that you bring on is like your friends or people that you work with
in the
or
space,
in parallel.
some
So
sort
like
of peer. Yeah.
some kind of So there's always a rapport before. So it's never gonna be like this. Just
we just assume that we're peers with the billionaire as well.
Assumptions.
Hey,
Go back and watch that episode.
If you guys didn't watch about the episode with the billionaire, make sure that you go back and watch it because the Posties podcast comes with gems, not only just all sorts of gems.
Facts,
Don't sleep.
facts. Abo,
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
What's the number one question that you get from your fans? And after you answer it, can I get a guess at it? After
Why don't you
answer
guess
that.
before?
No. I want to hear him say it.
You're gonna guess.
I didn't hear him say it. I didn't hear him say it.
Same thing. Say it. Yo, as for fans, God, say it.
It's people here, bro.
I wouldn't say it's fans. I don't like referring to people as fans. They're usually like viewers or like supporters, collaborators at some points. Because some people are like, oh, I like your work, and then their work is sick. Like, let's cook.
That's interesting.
But I don't. The idea of fans. I guess maybe I'm not at that point. But I just don't like indulging that idea. Yeah, it feels dehumanizing. And I feel like so many people are here just watching someone and connecting. So
I don't think so, bro. Some people love being a fan.
That's fair. That's
fair.
fair.
Can I flip it
And
on
some
you,
people,
bro? Like, when you're a fan of someone and they know your work, how does that feel, bro? Because there's a few times that's been happening.
Are you a fan of anyone?
many people, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You see what I'm saying now?
I get.
That's
fair. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Especially when you just respectably just like.
I guess that's maybe because my context I've heard people. It's like the way some people have spoken
I'm
about.
not your fan.
You're like, ow.
Fighting words.
Bruh, like, ow,
The
bruh.
definition of the word has changed, bro.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely.
It's not negative, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fan of your work.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of your output, your content.
I'm a fan of you. What
I'm a
you
fan of you.
represent.
Literally, bro.
Yeah.
Now it's been seen as like
This
almost derogatory.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not putting it down, but we need people think.
We need you.
Dude, I'm such a big fan of Posties.
Bro, I'm a huge fan of Posties.
Yeah. I'm a fan for sure. Exactly. So
I don't
actually,
think
that's fair.
I don't think I'm the biggest, though.
Biggest fan of Posties.
Nah, bro.
It's
I
bigger
hope
fans.
someone defeats me.
No, bro. Let's there in the comments.
Your appreciation
Yeah, bro,
tweet
and
for
we-
real. You.
Dude, she must pull up to it. Yeah, we must.
You know what I'm saying? Let's have a. Is she in Cape Town? Let's have a reach out in
I
the
think she
DMs.
is. I think she's in
She's in Cape Town. Reach out in the DMs. Like, let's do maybe you can come.
Yeah, shout out Letabo. Oh,
a
join the
live audience.
Ooh.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Nice
Live audience.
experience.
You're literally part of the family, bro.
That, bro.
And a very
I'm
important
like,
member of the
so
family.
consistent, bro. I
Crazy.
appreciate her so much.
Shout out
What's the
Letabo.
worst question?
So people usually ask me about like, it generally before was always like camera. Like, what camera do you have? And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
You guys don't know I'm talented.
Yeah, I should have known my phone.
I
no,
can
but I think a lot of people ask like, when are you dropping another video?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm not doing it like that
Yeah.
anymore,
No,
cuz.
tell the people, please.
No, that's right. That's
So-
what I was asked. But don't confirm it.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted him to do it first.
You would have changed the question.
No, I wouldn't have. I probably would have kept the same answer, but it would have influenced me. But
Yeah, exactly.
it's just so the videos were the videos that they were back then because that was the context of what I was doing and what I was passionate about. Not to say I'm not passionate about vlogging, but I'm just not passionate about shooting that kind of content and putting that effort into that because there's bigger things that are in the works and in the mix.
Can we talk
that
about
I'm
one of
kind
those bigger things that happen to things? Because, like, you're talking about what you're shooting now.
Mm.
When in the process of shooting something, do you feel like it can, in a South African context, receive an accolade?
An accolade.
Because you were nominated for Summer.
Yeah.
You know, for last call. Shout out Linley.
Inshallah, Willie.
So can you
Summer in
actually-
the situation.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, and that's happened since the last time you're on the pod.
So
I
it's
wanted to-
officially a number one or one-time nominee for Summers.
Yeah.
We started counting.
We started counting.
This is one now.
The count started.
Aight.
We'll
So-
see. Yeah.
What did that shoot mean to you? The process of it, like, and then after, because it was after a lot of time that you finally get nominated,
Yeah.
and it's the thing of like, okay, like something's happening.
Yeah.
The show was fun.
Yeah.
It's probably like I think it was the biggest budget that we had shot with. The label was feeling excited because the song was doing well on socials and all of this stuff that I think difficult metrics, but they were like, yeah, we're ready to splash. And I was like, shout out. And they came through. Like it was, and we could create the stuff because initially the hardest thing about music videos, it's like you start with the idea and then you're like, okay, that's gonna cost way too much
Yes.
to do. So it's not even an option anymore.
Yes.
And then you find a completely different idea that you can do like in an open field or in one person's apartment, and you end up doing that.
And you start getting creative.
Yeah, exactly.
That,
but the cool thing about Last Call is that for the most part, we could manage to get, what we wanted to, and there were locations that were great. The people, Calvin Hayward, our producer, had some connections. Shout out to Cal, that helped make the thing happen. So it was cool to be able to get the vision at least this time closest to the initial idea as possible, because everything else from this point before and after is like, can't do that. You want a crane? No, no, never. You'll never get that shot. They said, you want to get a top-down shot? You'll never. Yeah.
Hey, boy. Would you say it's changed kind of your perception of the standard of work you have to do no matter what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the idea is that you always have to be as creative as possible. So conceptually, it always has to be challenging. And I think that's fun. And like, so the cool thing about Will, but also like the challenging thing about him is that he's not like a hip hop artist where you can just make a super hyper conceptual video because it's just not his context. So it needs to be something concept, but not too heavy concept that it's an ASAP Rocky video where it's like,
we're working in a niche, but we're doing it in the best way around all
exactly.
Working with the cinematography, we're getting the hair gingering just nice.
Yeah, and I work with Tsepo Ntako, who is a great cinematographer. Shout out Tsepo Ntako, he's incredible. He's helped me through. He got like so many of the shots in that music video were like, I would explain them to him and he'd set it up and I'd be like, brother, this is... Okay, we're cooking now.
Chemistry with Tsepo is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, we're in sync now. Like there's a wavelength now, and that's we met on a TV show where he was like the camera loader, which is like the third assistant, and I was the director's assistant. So we weren't like the top dogs then, and I was like, let me meet the young guys here. Who are the camera bros that I can befriend? Who are the trainees? So cool. And we built from there, and I think that's an important thing. And now it paid off because we were actually supposed to get a deep cinematographer, Rick. Rick is a big time DP in Joburg. Him and I have a good relationship, we're friends, but he's super busy and he was moving to London at the time. And he had come back for season, but he was very busy and our budget just wasn't working for what he was doing, understandably. And because he's big time, you go to London and it's like he worked on KSI's music video, Lil Wayne's music video, directing commercials.
Come with the P.
Come with the P, yo, boy.
Come with the E.
So Ricky Joaquim.
Different tattoo.
They found
It's a different tattoo. Ish. So Rick Joaquim. Joaquim. I always say it's Joa. Joaquim. Rick Joaquim. Yeah. Rick Joaquim. He's a great cinematographer, great guy as well. And he's helped me on so many things just by letting me come onto his sets. And I learned a lot from that. But he wasn't available and I was like, I'm screwed. I don't know anyone else. All of these other guys are like, they're top dogs there. I don't even know how to get connected. Yeah, and not even necessarily standoffish, but it's like, this guy was on the Netflix show and I'm like, yo, bro, do you want to come do this music video? They're going to be like, no, I'm good, thanks. Or at least, but like, or maybe at least that was my perspective on it, which is
you
not,
also put yourself in that sort of like
mindset, which isn't good. Which isn't good because I reached out to some guys and they're all keen. I was like, oh,
every shot you don't take is a shot you've missed.
Exactly,
you
for
learn through like the processes, bro.
Yeah,
like working
exactly.
with the team, seeing, okay, this is what I can actually bring to the table, and they can already understand that because of whatever space they're in their lives at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say over time though that like trying to find a common thread from the vlogs, because you've officially said, guys, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Sure. That's
directly.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Say a big production happens and I can afford to bring somebody else to shoot it and edit it. I'll executive produce it, direct it, put it out. It'll be a cinevlog, just less of me holding the camera, but still the same outcome.
But now, as I say, the common thread is that like the cinevlogs already, I feel like, was you in the gym trying to practice trying to practice angles, practice your eye, practice what you needed to do. Because over time, bro, like when you look at cinevlog number 1 and you look at the last one, bruh.
There's a difference.
Every single episode, there's a level we went higher.
Yeah.
Whether it's we're giving you SoundCloud hits, the angle. Every time there's a shot where it's like, what the hell? Just every intro, like, bro, you can see this guy's literally leveling up each time.
Yeah.
This is the side quest.
It's
clearly something else.
So that's why I'm like, what if you're not doing anything new? What if this is just the evolved version of what you always wanted to do? And what if this is still not the final?
It has always been. You know, I've always said, even like coming up, I was like, I'm going to use YouTube because I want to use it as a platform to practice. I'm like not really interested in being like a super YouTuber. And there was times when I was interested in that, even before university. But then I was like, I don't want to do this, get ready with me stuff. And there's no disrespect to any people that do that, but it's just not, I don't watch that. I want to watch the guys that talk about that stuff or shoot the funny skits or do this or that, you know, and that's what I enjoy. So,
you're trying to create your own conception.
Yeah. I actually, it's funny you say that. I watched one. It came on my suggested. It was like 4 years ago, one of the Cinevlogs.
You watched one, bro. You watched them regularly.
Really?
Literally, I was playing with someone recently, bro.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
People that we meet that weren't with us in that time are always like, oh, damn, you guys were shooting, and it doesn't register.
Yeah.
Because it was live.
Bro,
it was just live, bro. Like,
let's bring it up today.
We're going to a wine farm. The concept. I'm pulling Abo when's it coming out.
Yeah, and I'm getting bullied. Everything. Hey, boy, where's the content? Where's the content?
Because we know.
But yeah, I saw this one thing, and I was like,
which one was it?
I think it was number 10. I don't remember what happened.
Were you impressed, eh?
I was impressed, and I was like, I don't generally, I don't get like impressed at myself. I'm like, because you remember what you do, you're like, okay, I know I was doing that.
But you're an OG now, and
you look at it, you're like, I even forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, that was hard. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Right. Because you have skin in the game now, bro. What does the landscape look like with like the contemporaries, bro? Do you feel like other people, whether it's in Joburg, whether it's in Cape Town, and your lens is global now, and we'll get into that. But like, what's the landscape like with creatives? What's this in like literally fine art, bro? Because you studied this thing.
What do you mean by the landscape?
Like I don't want to say competitors, bro, because it's not that, because people are creating
other
people
peers,
are making
colleagues.
music videos, other people
What's
are
the
movies.
environment like
What's the environment like?
Is it
Are they on the up? On some
Is there
people are
community?
recognizing them. People are getting the right people are getting the jobs. Like, what does the landscape?
How the young guys doing?
Yeah.
Advice for the young guys as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool young guys coming up in the music video space, which is cool because South Africa for sure, because there's like plenty of opportunities now with phones and stuff. There's this visual effects guy that's been doing a lot of videos. His name is Lumio or Lumo Edits.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's this guy named Royd, does bunch of videos.
You're telling me about
Crazy.
Royd is disgusting, man. I'm like, oh, how did you do that? So good.
Who do you make this for?
These guys are like the internet girls guys.
Okay.
So it kind of feels like everyone has an affiliation, you know, like internet girl, Royd, me, Will Linley.
Yeah.
You know, all the white boys have like directors. There's like Will Linley, and then there's Ben Rodriguez and Torn. Oh yeah, Torn. Torn is a great director as well. He's so good. Then there's Sia Kaba, the guys in Joburg, more
Shaba,
narrative. My bro, he's crazy. Vahid, a DOP that's just killing it right now. He's next up.
Is he
like,
DOPing, eh?
Yeah, but he's next up for sure. Lonell's killing it. Yeah. Lonell's music videos are insane these days. Like, just so good. The stuff he's doing for Baby Days is insane. So there's some really cool. Yeah, the waffle stuff is dope too. Yeah. So there's some really cool directors, and I'm meeting more directors in the narrative space, in like the bigger boy space. Like director Kits, her name. She's a director. She did Blood and Water, and I met her a couple times. I was like, okay, cool.
How's it like living in the realm of unsung heroes, bro?
Wow. Yeah, it's because you haven't.
Wow, that's
when
a deep.
People aren't singing.
I mean, like we know. I mean, like, bro, the nigga who made Tsotsi, who directed that?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I should know. I don't know. Yeah.
Generational banner.
Yeah.
Some would say our only banner. Some would say. If we say Oscars.
District 9 is our only.
District 9. Was that ours?
Yeah, it was ours.
Although Peter Jackson did pay for it though, so it is overseas money.
Okay.
But Neil Blomkamp is a South African director. So
No,
that's
we do a
probably
lot,
the
Jack. We
biggest.
do a lot.
Whose cameras did they use? Didn't look like our cameras.
You're right.
Yeah. No, but the crazy thing is that, and it's the thing I've realized over the past 5 years, is that we have everything here. And that's the thing that pisses me off. I'm like, I see things on TV and I'm like, I know you shot this on this, and I know this happened in this. How did this turn out like that? And there's just specific, like, it's just so frustrating because it feels like there's such a specific perception on how a thing should be made in the narrative space. This is purely speaking about narrative. That's why I enjoy music videos and commercials, because that's so abstract. The commercial guys are out of this world. Like that's really a groundbreaking place. But I'm not seeing anything groundbreaking, too groundbreaking. There's shows like Reiki, Eureka, and like there's really cool shows coming up. But like there's still a very almost archetypal, traditional sense of what a show is going to be here. And it's hard because I love sci-fi and science fiction is what I want to do. African sci-fi is everything I want to do.
Diagnose that. What's happening?
People don't want to, they know that it's, people know that thing, people will watch it.
Yeah.
So why incorporate a new product into the market you don't know will be, when you can know you can
got the market,
exactly.
you got the market, and they think
and there's years of market research with the same thing.
Of the creative budget is going to generations.
Yeah, because generations has made the most. Yeah, what reason do you have? And the thing about sci-fi is you pay more money for the same output. So they're like, we don't care about creative integrity when we know that half of the country is going to watch this TV show.
Bro, if we make the Koloshi movies, I'm telling y'all.
There's space in the market there, bro.
I'm telling you.
Shoot it in
a vampire.
I hear it.
Bro,
niggas are riding brooms in Limpopo. They're surfing.
It will go, guys. Government, please fund
We have the actors, we have the directors, we have the visions, we have the cameras.
Extras even who wants to enter the industry.
You see, and that's just the gatekeeping issue that we have. So that's why I'm always like, you always have to be shooting your own things. You always have to be making your own things. Find an artist.
This is the advice for the young guy section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. If you're trying to do like narrative music video, anything, find an artist that you want to connect with. And find a way to build things. You know what I mean? That's how I feel my relationship with all of my friends are. You know, like all of us were like, okay, cool. I want to do this. You want to do this. How do we build? Like, every commercial thing that I've ever shot, he's been in it.
Facts. I was in the Last Call Summer nominated
Last
video.
Summer nominated video.
The
my
very
KFC
first photo
shoot.
Was it the week? Was it the first? No, it wasn't my first photo shoot or yours either. But remember the one we did years ago with Robin
in the thing. Yeah. That was
the beginning of my model career.
Exactly. That was
we take shot like pretty often.
Every weekend, just to shoot. Bro. You know, and then so I think it's just finding your friends, finding the connections. You know, Sishi in his acting role and Verge, and like I use them in almost everything I do. You know, I use you guys in everything.
If you see a hand, it's most likely mine.
Exactly. Tim is my manager. Like everyone is involved in the thing. Like he manages my artist project and we're working on ventures together. So it's like finding your people and build from there. You know, take as much like input from other people and like find mentors, but like don't let that be the thing you're looking for. Don't look for the top director and try get them to be the thing. You know, like be what you want to see, build that thing. And so I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna get, but I need to make sci-fi movies, but we're gonna make sci-fi movies that are gonna be sick. We're gonna have like a zombie apocalypse movie happening in Khayelitsha, where there's this giant running. You know what I'm saying? How sick would that would be clean.
Oh. And you know how you're actually gonna do that? You know how I know you're gonna end up doing that? Because you have no idea how you're gonna do it.
And you're still going towards it.
And you're still going towards it.
I say I want that thing. I just don't know where.
Whatsoever.
I have a question, Abo. my brother.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask you about what you said was.
We've got a hard stop for you soon, hey?
Yeah.
So that means he has to come back, guys.
Let
me see. We can say 5 more minutes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask you about your most difficult shoot, bro.
Oh man.
You were breaking down kind of like the way that young guys and you also can use artists as a muse, bro. So how do you approach when it's in the commercial space now, where it's okay, big money comes in or money comes in from a brand and they're trying to execute a certain vision. How are those parameters? And like, please also break us down. You know what shoot I'm talking about.
Say the word. So the Dubai shoots. Okay. So I did not my first commercial technically, but my first international commercial was a commercial that I did in Dubai a few months ago, and that was probably one of the most challenging, physically, emotionally, mentally that I've ever been in, and it was a lot, you know. And because you go to a beautiful thing is there was an assistant director, Georgie is the best, and him and he knew Darren, who was a guy that I knew from Raised by Wolves when we were shooting here back in the day, and they're like, do, you know?
Yeah.
And then eventually he was like, I know this guy. And he calls me, he's like, yo, bro, I've been hearing about you. There's this thing that I want to pitch to a production company. I'm going to tell them we're best friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, boy, rock it. Go off. And he goes, and then he comes back and he's like, yeah, they're keen. Send some of your work. They're keen. Meet these guys. Great guys in Dubai. Hugo, Nasrallah, like all of the team.
Now you snitched, bro. You give them shout outs, but you snitched on the boy.
On who?
On the boys' game plan.
I was going to tell them. Anyway. Like, what are they?
Now they are best friends.
Yeah. We were just conceptually best friends. If it flopped, it would have been awkward. But because it didn't flop, it's like, but we're friends now. Like, we became instant friends, like, after conversations. Had a call with him. I was like, oh, I know guys like this. He's almost exactly like Darren, the friend who recommended. I was like, these guys being friends completely makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's like meeting, it's like me knowing you and then meeting Temba and then being like, okay, you know? So it was dope. Went to Dubai though. It was grueling, 65, 60, 55 degree weather, shooting in the peak of summer.
That's in Celsius, guys.
Celsius. It's not the Fahrenheit. Wow.
You shop a turbine level?
Yeah, I hit the...
That's cool, eh?
It does. It actually does. It generally... Almost.
Bro, your ears weren't hot?
Nah, it helps, boy, because you're sweating and then it bombers the sweat and it's just... And then you're like,
okay.
But the sun, bro, have you ever put your hand in an oven?
Yeah.
That's how it felt. I was like, the sand, and when you're on the beach, I mean, not the beach, the desert, it's like a bounce back. So it's like you're in this double out. It was so bad.
Boom, the sun is hitting down. I know that thing.
And this one of the days, me and Teppo, we got sick.
Shooting in summer, bro.
We got sick because we went from this snowing place. It's like, you know, ice skating.
Switch. I remember.
Yeah. We went from this ski resort indoor place in the mall of the Emirates. Beautiful. Straight into the desert, same day. It was just like a fluctuation of the coldest weather we've ever experienced because in South Africa, -5 we don't get. In many places, most places, you have to be in the mountains.
2 months in winter.
Yeah, right at the top. And then to go to 45 degrees, like you have to be in Uppington or in Kimberley or somewhere in the peak of summer.
Remember Rustenburg?
It was worse than that.
Whoa!
It was worse than that, bro. It's this heat everywhere. No pool, nothing, bro. It was dreadful. Yeah, and now you get sick because you go from air conditioning everywhere to being in the pit. Like we had to stop almost vomiting because we're like our bodies were like, what's happening? So
we need the money.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was a long day. Yeah, so then we would be getting sick and all of this stuff. And it was just grueling. So many people always asking you questions and this and that. You have to be so sure about yourself. You have to be so committed to the ideas. And the tricky part is the clients can be like, that's cool. Don't like this. Let's do 14 takes. I'm like, yo, bruh, you're killing us here. There was this one day. And they're sitting in the aircon. I love the clients, were cool, but they're sitting in the aircon. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Please, not hit me. Yeah. They're like, where's the nearest cable? Just like, but it was, sorry. Yeah. You guys can cut that out.
No, because we've got to see the pause as well. So we know we don't condone and/or want anyone to ever go down that path.
Don't just want to cut it out before you guys will figure it out in the end. Please. Hey, don't yats me, bro.
Y'all slow. We had to live out. But having to work. So in the AC.
Yeah, but they're also in the trenches with us, Shem. So let me not even yat them because they were there as well. But it's a different thing and different expectations. Nah, they were still in all the places with us, just over there. So it was cool. Desert, they were in the desert too, you know. So
was
it's like
also
respect.
Was the level of what you were doing also like was that pressurizing it too?
It's higher car rigs. We were shooting at BMW. We were shooting at an F1 racetrack. Shooting at the Burj Khalifa. We were shooting at all of these places that were like. Yeah,
you should visit Dubai for real.
For real. You're like, we'll show you. There was it was crazy because I was like, there was a shot I wanted to get, and I was like, yo, Hugo, the producer, I was like, Hugo, bro, I want to do this shot, but I know that it might be like late for me to bring this in. I brought my drone with me so that it's possible for us to try you. Because I know it might maybe if it's like a budget thing to get it. He's like.
It's not already.
He said, brother. He said, brother. Hugo's Portuguese, but he has a little bit of that Arabian. And he's like, brother. It's not about the money. Don't worry about the money.
Legend.
It's the permits.
Yes, sir.
It's not gonna. Doesn't matter. It's the permits. So then I was like, okay, that's a chat.
Yeah, you're
another day. There was like, I was like, yo, Owens, I don't know. You get arrested, you're going to jail. There's no South African
Never
things.
say it again, bro.
Catch your
Never.
passport tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, you'll never come back to Dubai. They'll be like, don't ever come
We
back.
don't need you.
Yeah.
Because they flew a drone.
Okay, in the desert, bro.
That's what you went out
And they
In the
will
desert, no one
arrest
was
you.
even there, bro.
But they still found you because they.
Exactly.
Nah, they always watch you.
Something.
My man, hey.
I'm sure they have better tech than they let on.
Oh yeah, for sure. They are. The military and everything is very
Yeah.
connected. But overall, it was a beautiful experience, and I learned a lot about myself and about the first night I wept in the shower. I've never thought I'd be that guy weeping in the shower, but I was like praying and I was like, Lord, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. Then the second day came, we killed it.
Yeah.
We had to splinter 2 units. I was like, give me the camera.
showed you.
I was like, Tipper, go do the car mounted things. Give me the camera. I got this. I'm like, beautiful. I was like, you
Put the
see.
camera on his shoulder.
Third day comes.
Delegation.
Third day comes. Again,
Gotta
death.
be that way.
I was like, yeah, okay, I see what this is
The
now.
second day was just for emotional
It
benefit.
was for emotional benefit, but the aim of the game is that it can all go wrong.
Yes.
All you need to hold on is to the vision of what you're trying to make. If the
Just throw the
experience is
baton,
bad for 4 days,
Throw the next
hide
season,
it.
bro.
You know what I mean? But if you can make sure that everything you're
Job's
getting
not done.
fixes,
Job's not
falls into
done.
that dish.
Job's not done.
And the unfortunate thing is that the job's not going to wait for you to be emotionally or physically comfortable.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, that's it, bro.
And it's a hard thing. That's why you have to take care of your own
With
mental health.
everything, bro.
And you're-
Performing,
exactly.
When you're creating that art,
Yeah.
whatever, like it doesn't wait for you, bro.
It doesn't. That's why,
Corporate-
and so you have to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's gonna eat you up and chew you out. And because of my spirituality and God, that's the only way I made it out of that. And Tepo was a great partner to have because he would pep talk me, bro.
Yeah,
For a guy that
funny.
doesn't talk, when I
Yeah.
ask him to say something, like if I ask him his advice, he'll spit everything. I'm like,
Tepo's not jokes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Tepo is a genius.
Yeah,
bro.
mad jokes.
Yeah, Tepo's so funny.
He's got jokes.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I wanted to touch on and ask you about before you have to run.
Yeah, I
busy
gotta-
guy. Yeah, busy guy.
Get an appointments.
What was it like to be in LA when Not Like Us was doing what it was doing?
Yo, it was crazy.
You were there.
Yeah.
Things are
You
crazy.
listening? So when we're in LA, at the point everything is breaking, we're driving. Then Like Us comes out. We're in the car. Like, cool, let's play it. Listening to A minor. For the next 5 days, anytime we went out, and I like us everywhere.
Right.
It was like the anthem. It was like the Sister Bettina on New Year's Eve in South Africa.
Makes
From
sense.
every day.
Every day, every day.
Do piano party.
But every DJ would drop that song.
Piano.
You have 5 DJs, every DJ is dropping the
It's
song.
hometown.
And everyone is, boy,
Hometown.
I've never seen you support local music. And they were they were out here.
Wow.
LA scene was crazy for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Abo. Biggest thing you're looking for in 2025? And the biggest thing you're grateful for in 2024? Just to wrap it off on a good note.
Grateful for my family and for my friends who always
That's
keep
fine,
me
man.
accountable and supported and always there for me. Great. What I'm looking for in 2025 is new projects. There's some things that are potentially going to come out. So I'm excited to make them,
Are
I'm
you
also-
open for young guys to jump in?
Yeah, I'm always. So always like send me DMs if you want to work on set. I have a portal where I send people like a link. It's like a sign up form, get all your information. And so if I'm in your city shooting a thing, I'll send out an email and be like, who's free at this time on this day?
Nice.
And if you want to join, you can,
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. You learn. And like, if there's money, we'll pay you.
Hey.
If there's no money, but we can
Shout
pay
out.
for, if there's no money, we'll pay for your transport and for
get you lunch,
food at
something.
minimum,
Yeah.
So it'll just be because then no one else will be getting
Hey,
paid.
where's that thing that we shot coming out, bro?
Which one though?
soon. It's coming out in Feb.
Okay.
Yeah, waiting for the UK guys to finalize it. I'm shooting one more scene from it, but it's going to be clean.
Okay.
It's going to be clean. Thank you guys so much for having me on the
Thank you for coming back, bro.
podcast.
Second time to infinity.
You know what I'm saying?
Second time to
Saying-
infinity.
Yes, sir.
Guys, make sure you subscribe, like, show some love. Posties
Yes, sir.
Podcast, there's a lot of love and effort that goes into this that you guys don't see. We see it on this side. Liking and subscribing goes further than you know. Drop a comment and make sure that you join the Posties Podcast family.
Nice.
Bro, you heard it from the visionary. The journey continues.
The journey continues. Nice, boys.